Hello and welcome to step 9. In this tutorial we're going to make some groups, then we're going to create some rooms, and then we're going to tag the rooms, and then we're also going to add a color scheme to our room design. So under projects, press open, go to step 9 and then press open. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create some groups. But as I love to work in 3D as well as 2D, I think it's important that we double click on the 3D view in the project browser, press WT to window tile and then ZA to zoom all. Now as you can see, our 3D is currently in elevation, so I'm going to rotate this. I'm then going to add the section box. Going to select the section box, and from the top I'm going to pull it down till I get to level 3, which is about there. I'm then going to highlight the floor, and then at the very top under modify floors, which is currently green, I'm going to select the section box tool again to isolate that area. I'm going to make my section box slightly bigger by pulling it up. And we are about done. Right, so moving over to our level 3 plan, I want you to zoom slightly in between grid lines 3 and 4 and select this table and chair / desk. Once it's highlighted, I want you to use the copy tool and make sure in the options bar that multiple is ticked. Now if you zoom in a little bit and click on the top left hand side of the table, click once. I want you to move over to the left and click again, then move below and then click again, and then move to the right and then click again. To finish the command, press escape. Now with the bottom blue desk that's still highlighted in blue, I want you to hover over the left hand side. On the next table, press Control on your keyboard, click once, then go up to the table above, click again, and then over to the right, click again. So all 4 tables / desks are highlighted. At the top of your screen, under Modify Furniture, which is in the green user face, you will see a sphere and a cube that has a little sun over it, which is Create Group. Click this, and a new window will open. We're going to leave it and call it group 1. That's absolutely fine. Now with this group we're going to copy it 2 times. If I just zoom out a little bit, go to the copy tool under the modified groups, which is currently in the green user face. Copy tool is here. Go to the top left, click once, move over between grid lines 2 and 3, and then down, still between 2 and 3, but now between C and D, and click again. Once you've done that, press escape twice to exit the command. Now moving over to our 3D window, if I zoom into the bottom group and if I hover over it, you will notice that there is a big blue dotted rectangular cube. If I select it, and if I go up to the modified groups, which is in currently the green user face, and press edit group, you will notice that everything else is kind of greyed out with a yellow tinge to it. If I select this table and then Control on your keyboard and press the other table to have 2 selected, over in your properties palette, I want you to deselect 3 desks, and you will notice that 1 desk has disappeared within our group. Now if I zoom out a little bit to show all of the desks and then press the green tick, actually one thing to note is that actually the green tick is in a separate box which you can actually move around. If I bring it over here in our 3D window and press the green tick, all other groups will update. Now instead of pressing the edit group button again, if I hover over our tables and double click, I enter the group, and I can also add and remove from the group. So if I press the remove button, and then select this table and then press the green tick, if I hover over the other 3 tables that were in the group, and if I slightly move it, you'll notice that table that I deselected from the group does not move. I'm going to undo this so that the table is back in the group, and then press the green tick. Next thing we're going to do is move over to our level 3 plan and zoom out slightly so we can see the whole building. We're going to copy this group again, so up in the modify groups tab, copy, pick the top right desk and the right corner, click once, go all the way over to where the staircase is, between grid lines C and D, and then click again. Press escape to finish the command. With this group still selected and highlighted in blue, we're going to duplicate it so it's a completely different group. So if we go over to the properties palette and press edit type, and if we press duplicate and change it to group 2, which is automatically done, and then press OK and OK, we can edit this group by removing one table. So we go to edit group, we remove this table and this table, and then press the green tick. Now, as this is a completely different group, anything that I do to this will not change these other groups that we've previously done. One thing we're going to do is actually delete this table. So once we select it and press delete, that will completely remove from the model. Now with our group 2, which is these 2 tables down here, we're going to copy this 2 more times to the left between grid lines 4 and 5 and 3 and 4. So up to the top, the modify green tab, copy, find the bottom left of the table, click once, twice, 3 times, and then press escape twice to exit the command. The next thing we're going to do is add some rooms. So under the architectural tab, along to around the middle under rooms and areas, there's a button that says room. Click this once, move down to your drawing space on level 3, over around about here in the middle, and click once. To finish the command, press escape. Now I want you to slightly zoom in to the room tag that we have created and click on the word room. And we're going to change this to conference. And then press enter to continue. One thing to notice about a room tag is that it is a 2D element that has 3D properties. Now, as you can see here and on your screen, the surface has been calculated and the perimeter has been calculated, but the volume has not been computed. To do this, we go to our architecture tab, where the room and areas tabs are. You see a small little button that says room and areas. I want you to select this and then select area and volume computation. Once you do this, a new window will open, and I want you to mark area and volumes and then press OK. Once you do that, you will notice that our volume has calculated 240.15 meters squared. So from here, we're going to add some more rooms. So go to the architectural tab and then choose room again. Zoom out slightly so you can see most of the floor plan. Now within this file, we've actually given you some pre-defined rooms. In the options bar, I want you to select IT and then hover over here and then click once, and then go back up to the options bar and select WC and then click here. Go back up to the options bar and select Office, and around about the middle, press and click here. Again, to finish the command, press escape. Now, staying within level 3 floor plan, I'd like you to zoom into the WC area. And if I select the room tag, you will automatically notice that we have a red barrier highlighting this particular room. This tag should include these 2 north rooms. To do that, I want you to select the middle wall and the horizontal wall by pressing Shift, then clicking again. And then in your properties palette, under constraints, you will see a section that says room bounding with a tick box. I want you to untick this box, then press escape to finish the command. Go back to the WC tag, click it, and you will notice that our red boundary has now filled these 3 rooms. Again, press escape to cancel the command. Now the next thing we're going to do is add a kitchen. However, if you zoom into the office tag and press it once, you will notice that the red boundaries surround this kitchen walls. Now I want you to press escape to exit the command, go back to the architectural tab, along to the room and areas section, and press room separator. Again, you are now in a sketch mode, so the user interface is turned green. I want you to zoom into the kitchen area, and with the single line tool up here, I want you to go to the opening, click once in the middle of the wall from the left hand side, and then go all the way to the right, and then click again when you hit the other wall, and then press escape. Zoom out, go to the south side, click once on the opening wall, along to the right, click again, and then press escape to exit the command. Now if we click on the office tag again, you will notice that our red boundaries do not include the kitchen. So to add the new room, we go to architectural tab, go to rooms. In the options bar, we're going to choose kitchen, go to our kitchen area, and then click once again. And then to finish the command, press escape twice. Now to make this drawing more aesthetically pleasing, we can add some color schemes. So if you go over to your properties palette on the right hand side, under graphics, you will notice 2 buttons, one for color scheme and one for system color. If we press the color scheme button that says none, a new window will open. Within this window, on the top left, you will notice we have schemes and category and a little button that says spaces. I want you to select this button spaces and change it to rooms. Once you've done that, new options arrive at the bottom. Here I want you to check name. Once you do that, you will notice we have some Pantone colors that arrive for the conference room, IT, kitchen, office, and WC. Once you've done that, press apply, and you will notice in the background that your room colors have now got a color scheme. Press OK to finish this. Now to identify this color scheme that we currently have on level 3, we're going to add a legend. So if we go to the annotate tab, and then along to the right, you will see color fill legend. I want you to press this button, zoom out slightly on your plan, and then to the right hand side of the plan, I want you to click once. And if you zoom in slightly, it will tell you exactly what's what. Now the great thing about color schemes is that you can actually have multiple options. So if you go back to the properties palette and select the color scheme which now says name, if we select name again, and if we change it to floor finish under the scheme's color system and then press OK, you will notice that our floor plan has changed to different shades of grey. One thing you will also notice is that the conference room does not have a colour and is not shown in the legend. Now to add a colour to the conference room, we're going to go over to the project browser and we're going to go to schedules. We're going to open up schedules and then we're going to double click on room schedule. A new window will open and you can see on the right hand side under column F, you notice that the conference does not have a floor finish. Before we add a floor finish, I think it will be a good idea to close the 3D window and then select the level 3 tab. Press WT, ZA to zoom all, go back to your room schedules, and in the empty space in column F, I want you to click and select stone tiles. Go back to your level 3 plan, click in negative space, zoom in, and you will see that the conference room is now a darker grey with stone tiles, and our legend now has stone tiles within it. So this concludes our 9th step. I would like you to close the room schedules tab, close level 3 tab, and do not save because you may want to do this task again.